Hello everyone, welcome to my video. Italy, with its cultural heritage, deep-rooted history, natural richness, luxury car brands, fashion designers, and world-famous cuisine, is a country that attracts more people than its population every year. 65 million tourists. Italians call their country Bel Paese, which means beautiful country in their own language. This is the birthplace of the Roman Empire, which once ruled most of the world. The country, which resembles a boot on the map, is a European country that gives its name to the peninsula in southern Europe. Its area is 340 square kilometers. Surrounded by the sea on three sides, the country is surrounded by France, Switzerland, Austria, and Slovenia. The country's other two neighbors are San Marino, the world's oldest republic located within the country's territory, and the Vatican, the world's smallest state, the holy place of Catholics. Most of the city borders in Italy are naturally drawn, determined by mountains. 77% of the country's territory consists of mountains and hills. The biggest disadvantage of its geographical location is that it is a volcanic country. Italy has about 30 volcanoes, at least 3 of which are active. Even the most dangerous volcano in the world is located here. Mount Vesuvius is the volcano that erupted about 2,000 years ago and caused a major disaster, destroying 3 cities, including Pompeii, turning it into a mass graveyard and costing the lives of about 2,000 people. This city, which was reborn from the ashes, is the most densely populated volcanic region in the world. 3 million people's lives are in danger if a volcanic eruption occurs. It is the 6th most populous country in Europe and the 3rd most populous country in the European Union. 92% of the population is Italian, 2% is Romanian, 1.6% is African, and the remaining 4.4% is composed of other nationalities. 80% of the population is Christian, 2.6% is Muslim, and 2.4% belongs to other religions. 15% does not belong to any religion. Italy has achieved many successes in the world and still continues to do so. It hosts many world-famous brands, especially luxury automotive brands, while hosting luxury fashion brands and the most famous fashion designers of all time. One of the most famous cities, Milan, is considered the capital of fashion in the world. If we look at the daily life in the country, the official language is generally Standard Italian. In the southern Tyrol region in the north of the country, the official language is German along with Italian. Italians attach great importance to their own language, and those who visit the country say that Italians do not prefer to speak English even though they sometimes know it. Especially in the south of the country, the rate of knowing English is very low. The working hours of the stores are a little flexible. For example, you can find a store that you went to yesterday closed when you go back the next day at the same time. There is also a practice in the country called riposo, which is similar to siesta. When the clocks usually show 1 p.m., all work is interrupted and the shops, markets, banks, pharmacies are shut down. People go home to eat and take a nap to rest. In fact, the main reason for these long lunches is not to escape the heat and sleep, but to ensure that Italians eat their lunch at home with their families. Italy owes much of its prosperity to thousands of small private family businesses, along with the world's biggest brands. For years, the country had no pizza or coffee chains. Today, the world's largest coffee chain, the 50-year-old Starbucks, was inspired by Italian coffee culture, but only opened its first branch in Italy in 2018, while Domino's, the world's largest pizza company, opened in 2015. In 1986, when the first McDonald's opened in Italy, people claimed that Italian culture was being destroyed and that Italy was being Americanized. They handed out free spaghetti in front of McDonald's for days to remind them of their true culinary heritage. Italians are generally a people of habits and traditions, and many American brands that have entered the country have not been very successful. McDonald's differentiated itself by adapting to the Italian palate, and that's how it stuck. Italy, the homeland of pasta and pizza, is a country that always stands out with its food culture. Italians have 350 types of pasta, 50 types of coffee, more than 500 types of wine, and consume an average of 36 kilos of pasta, 41 kilos of bread, 44 liters of wine, and 6 liters of coffee per year. They have 2,500 different types of cheese, but they never have foods such as cheese, eggs, and olives for breakfast. Italy is the fifth most visited country in the world with 65 million tourists a year. Florence, located in the Tuscany region where the Leaning Tower of Pisa, one of the most touristic places, is located, is seen as the capital of art in the world. Italy is home to more works of art than any other country. With 55 historical sites, it has the most UNESCO World Heritage Sites in the world. The capital, Rome, is like an open-air museum. The works of great artists such as Michelangelo can be found even on the streets. 10 million tourists visit Fontana di Trevi, also known as the Fountain of Love, which is visited by 10 million tourists a year, and the coins thrown to make a wish reach a total of 1.5 million euros a year. In other words, about 4,000 euros a day. Italy was one of the countries we wanted to tell the most. I hope you liked it. In order not to miss my new videos, just click the subscribe button. In this way, you will be notified every time I upload a new video.